Okay, guys, we're good on our way for the last chapter of part 1, which is the Magic Master Chain. Now, I don't think there is a master chain that fits for all songs that you're producing, but I think it's good to see, like, what do you do when you're in the process of making a song and you kind of want to get that vibe of how it sounds like when it's finished. Obviously you can't because it's not finished yet, but you can put a few plugins on your master that make it sound like you're already close to a final product. Sometimes that can help you towards finding some motivation to make it sound fat, or even try it out in a club while it's not finished yet. And for me, I name those like little channel strips, like quick masters. So you can obviously pick plugins to your own taste, but for me, I have a couple of plugins that I use for making a quick master to make sure that it pops and it works whenever I play a song live. And I could just try the demo out without people finding out that the track is not done yet, especially on a big sound set. You're not going to hear it that much. These are some of the plugins that I use in order to achieve that sound. It's mostly a combination of a gain, and the gain obviously is just to make sure that you're not crossing the red too much here on the master, and that you're staying below a certain volume. Otherwise you're really going to get distortion. My Neve is really important. The SSL channel strip I don't use that much. I'm going to disable it for now. The FabFilter limiter, just to take away the first peaks. I have a FabFilter multi-band compressor here with just some of these presets that you can adjust to your liking depending on the frequencies you have on the song and the key, obviously. Then there's the Oxford. This is probably a magic guy that I use a lot just to make sure that the song feels punchy and you reach that certain volume in your songs, so it is similar to all these other songs that you play in your sets. So the Oxford Inflator by UAD is really a magic plugin, if you ask me. Now, what I really love as well is a plugin like Sample Magic AB, and yes, there is an update. There is a V2, and there's even another plugin company that's called Reference that's really doing an amazing job mastering the mix. Reference, I'm sorry. And they're doing a really good job into making plugins that you can compare your masters to others. But for now, I'm going to stick to Magic AB, and you can just load your favorite songs here and compare it to your own song, making sure that it is volume-wise getting close to that what you want to reach. So yeah, it really is just the UAD Neve. There's a Pro L, there's the multi-band compressor of FabFilter. We have the Oxford Inflator and a Magic AB, and that really is going to get you to a result where you can play it out in your club, maybe on a festival or in your car, and check it out how it feels if your song is getting closer to being finished. Now obviously we didn't pay too much attention on the melody, on the volumes, on the mixing, on arranging at all. That is really something that I want to dig into the next part 2, and the new chapters where we're going to talk about how you arrange your song, some of the mixing, some of the decisions you make along the board, across the board. And don't forget that it's so important to stay in that creative vibe. Don't get lost into the technique too much. In the end of the day, it's all about your song and how it is performing live, not so much about how and what technique is being used.